The night Ethan Carter's rent almost disappeared started like any other Tuesday. He was stretched out on his couch, half watching a Netflix crime documentary, half scrolling on his phone. A buzz. A text from his landlord, Mrs. Jenkins. "Rent due today, Ethan. Please don't forget." Ethan exhaled. Rent wasn't optional. Rent wasn't late friendly. Rent was one of those adult responsibilities you don't mess up. He opened his banking app, typed 1450, selected Mrs. Jenkins, tapped send. A small loading wheel spun, then the screen changed. Payment scheduled, may take 1 to 2 business days. Ethan frowned. 1 to 2 days? The money was already in his account. Her bank was in the same city. No envelopes, no armored trucks, no borders, just numbers moving between screens. So why did numbers need time? The app didn't explain. It didn't apologize. It didn't clarify. It showed a clean green checkmark. For the first time. That checkmark didn't feel reassuring. It felt final. Like a door closing quietly. On a hallway he had never been allowed to see. Ethan set his phone down, but the thought didn't leave. If the money isn't with him anymore, and it's not with her yet, where is it? The next morning, Ethan sat at his desk at work, pretending to answer emails. During lunch, he opened his laptop and typed a question. Why does a bank transfer take days in the United States? He expected cheerful explanations, reassuring language, maybe a smiling stock photo. Instead, he kept seeing the same unfamiliar term, a CH, automated clearinghouse. Automated clearinghouse, Ethan murmured. That sounds like a warehouse or a robot janitor, not something holding my rent. He clicked, and that's when the story stopped being simple. When most people hear the word ACH, they imagine money moving. That's not what it is. ACH is not a fast lane. It's not a wire. And it's not a shortcut. ACH is a system designed to collect instructions and move them in groups. Here's the part no one tells you. Banks don't send money every time you click a button. That would be expensive, risky, and chaotic. So instead, they wait. They gather thousands of payments together and process them as a batch. That's what ACH was built for. Think of ACH like a waiting room. Your payment walks in, but it doesn't leave right away. It waits for other payments to arrive. Paychecks, utility bills, rent, refunds. Only when the room is full enough does the system move everyone together. The system runs on schedules, cutoff times, and rules written long before mobile apps existed. That's why weekends still matter, and nights still matter. Your banking app shows results. It shows balances, check marks, and friendly confirmations. What it doesn't show you is the machinery underneath, the batching, the waste. It happens in the middle, inside the system. While instructions are waiting to be grouped, something very specific is happening. Your payment exists as a promise, inside a system, waiting for its turn. Once you understand that, a new question appears. If money waits in the system, who controls the waiting, and who benefits from the time in between? Ethan sat there quietly, watching the system unfold. What looked simple on his phone was anything but simple underneath. On one side, payments tried to move instantly, each one alone, each one separate. It looked fast, but it wasn't stable. On the other side, payments waited. They slowed down. They gathered together, grouped, organized, prepared to move as one. That difference matters. Because banks don't just move money, They verify it first. Every instruction gets checked. Is the balance real? Is the account valid? Does anything look suspicious? Those checks don't happen instantly, and they don't happen one payment at a time. They happen before the batch is released. Only after everything is verified do payments move forward together. That's why batching exists, not to slow you down, but to keep the system from breaking. Ethan leaned back. For the first time, and other times, it doesn't. Why? Because the system isn't finished yet. There's a phase called clearing. This is when banks talk to each other. They confirm what they owe. They compare records. They agree on the numbers. But no money moves yet. Then comes settlement. That's the part where money actually changes ownership between banks, which means there is a moment, invisible to both apps, where her balance looks updated, but the system is still catching up. That green check mark, it isn't proof. It just hadn't told him the whole story. His banking app felt simple, clean, reassuring. But behind that screen there were layers, cues, rules, and time. That green checkmark was never a finish line. It was a courtesy, a signal that the process had begun, not that it was over. Ethan closed the laptop. For the first time, he realized something important. Money doesn't move because you tap a button. It moves when systems agree, when risk is managed, and when rules allow it. And once you see that, you start noticing something else. Some payments move instantly. Others wait. Some delays are free. Others can be paid away, which raises a question most people never ask. While your money is waiting, who benefits from the time in between?